Okay, so 9y 4 plus 9x squared dy by dx cosec 3y. So it's going to be separating the variables. We've got initial conditions here, so we're going to have to substitute those in to find c, and we want to give your answer in the form some function of y equals some function of x. So all of my x is on the right hand side, all my y is on the left hand side. Okay, so let's separate the variables, I guess. So we need all of our y's on the left. So that is going to be 9y over cosec 3y dy is equal to 1 over 4 plus 9x squared dx. Integrate both sides. Okay. If we just do this left hand side and right hand side separately, I think it's going to be it's going to make a little bit more sense. So if we start with the left hand side, so 9y over cosec 3y, I can't do that as it stands, so I'm going to turn that into 9y, cosec is 1 over sine, so over cosec will be sine 3y dy. Integration by parts, so core 3 coming through here, u is equal to 9y, u dashed is equal to 9, v dashed, sorry, is equal to sine 3y, so v is equal to 1/3 cos 3y. Negative 1/3 cos 3y, because sine integrates to negative cos. Okay. So now we put that together in our formula, which we get from the formula booklet. So we get uv 9y times 1/3 cos 3y negative 1/3 minus the integral of v, which is negative 1/3 cos 3y du times 9. Okay, so this goes to negative 3y cos 3y minus cos integrates to sine, so that is plus sine 3y. 9 times negative 1/3 is negative 3, and I've got to divide it by 3 again. Okay, so now the right hand side. Which is the integral of 1 over 4 plus 9x squared dx. If that's got a 6 on top of it, so we need that to be a 6, so we need to put 1/6 out front, if that makes sense. And then, so that is 1/6 of tan inverse 3x over 2. Okay, we can equate those two things. So negative 3y cos 3y plus sine 3y equals 1/6 tan inverse 3x over 2. Okay, a lot going on here so far. Now we have got to find the particular form because I forgot my plus c. I'll put it on this side, plus c. So I'm going to substitute in x equals 0 and y equals pi over 3. So that is negative 3 pi over 3 cos 3 pi over 3 plus sine 3 pi over 3 equals 1/6 tan inverse of 0. 3 times 0 divided by 2 is 0 plus c. Simplifies down to pi, negative pi. Cos of pi is negative 1. Sine of pi is 0. So that is 0. That is negative 1. So we get negative pi times negative 1. So this is pi. And this is tan inverse of 0 is 0. So tan inverse of 0 is 0. 1/6 of 0 is 0. So c is equal to pi. That looks like a 0 there. That should be a c. C is equal to pi. So negative 3y cos 3y plus sine 3y equals 1/6 tan inverse 3x over 2 plus pi. Okay, marking for that, you got 1 mark for this step here. Where is it? 1 mark for the separation of the variables. You got 1 mark for the conversion to this, the recognition of integration by parts. So this bit here, you got M1 for those two bits combined, I guess. And then you got an A1 for there and an A1 for your simplification. Obviously, if you had the 9 on the other side, that your numbers would be different there, but that would all follow through and it would be fine. There wasn't any follow-on marks given as such if you made a mistake, but I think if you made a mistake, it would all fall apart anyway, so I don't think that's such a big deal. This here, so we got, that was our mark there, but the 1/6 was follow through. So that if that matched your answer for K, so if you got 8 for K, for instance, and you got 1/8 there, you still got that B1. Substitution, okay, so you got M1 for the substitution and an A1 for your correct answer of pi and putting it in the complete correct form. Okay, you couldn't just leave it as c equals pi. So that is the 7 marks that are available there.